Now they sought to put blacks on the board and created public affairs kind of jobs and created jobs and put black people in those jobs. Those black people assume the responsibility to protect the corporation from us.
As we continue to honor the life and legacy of Bob Law, he explains how DEI and affirmative action have, in many ways, worked against black people. Knowledge is power.
To black developers, schools are. The response to the public schools is to create a study, a special academy, or kind of other programs, talk about how wonderful these special academy programs are, all these experimental approaches to education. They're pretending that they don't know how to educate children. Right. They're educating children all over the world. There's not a need for a study or special academy or special program. We know how to educate children. They are pretending that now that we have to educate black children, we need special academies, special approaches, we need special studies, we need special schools. All you have to do is implement a for real curriculum the same way they do in white schools in the white suburbs right here in New York City, in New York State.
Right.
So all of this stuff, it is what is necessary is another level of visionary leadership that has integrity. That's where a major problem is. We've got to replace the mediocre leadership that is still trying to position itself in front of the black community. Their role has historically been to contain the black community, not to advance the black community. You know, we struggled to get black people back in the 80s with Jesse. We struggled to get black people on the board of major corporations. Jesse would go in there and say to Pepsi, how many blacks on the board? How many vice presidents? None, 2, 3, 1, none. So we made that a struggle. Now they sought to put blacks on the board and created public affairs kind of jobs and created jobs and put black people in those jobs. Those black people assume the responsibility to protect the corporation from us. So that when we call for a meeting with the black people who work for McDonald's, the black people who work for McDonald's come and meet with us, and they push back against what we're saying we would like to see the fast food industry do. They came on behalf of the fast food industry. These are Negroes whose jobs were created by our tree shaking.
Right.
We shake the tree, they get the job, and then they act on behalf of the corporation rather than on behalf of the people who made their jobs possible.
Exactly.
So, and now, after Obama, there's an article in the Sunday Times about how corporate America has failed Black America. And what they're talking about is how many people they have hired and not hired. And they pointed out that now, after eight years of a Black president, there's 4 Black people on the board of the 5 out of 500, the Fortune 500 corporations, 4 Negroes on the board, on boards. That was supposed to be, the Black president was supposed to represent progress.
Right.
Look at Trump. And those people on the board don't really represent progress anyway. But look at Trump, who is appointing judges and people all throughout the system.
That's right.
So he is saying that when he's gone, the system is going to be right of center for the next few generations.
Absolutely.
How many people did Obama appoint? Where was Obama? And did not even fight with them in his last year in office to appoint a Supreme Court judge. They said he couldn't do it, and the Supreme Court judge vacancy opened up at the beginning of his last term.
Right.
And they said, no, that's his last term. He can't do it. That's absurd. But he accepted that.
Right.
Telling you, we have to have a courageous, visionary leadership with talent and integrity. That kind of leadership exists in our community, We've got to encourage those people to become more engaged in providing political leadership, not just participating as a spectator.
Thank you for watching another Blacktastic episode of the People Before Politics show. Sunday Rundown, powered by Black Westchester Magazine. We appreciate every single one of you who tuned in, commented, shared the stream, and joined the conversation. Your support is the reason independent Black media continues to thrive and speak truth without fear. Every week, we show up to bring clarity, accountability, and real community insight to the stories that matter. And you show up with us. Whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, or X, we want you to know that your voice, your engagement, and your presence make this platform stronger. Thank you for rocking with Damon K. Jones, AJ Woodson, and Larnez Kinsey as we break down the issues that many outlets ignore. And thank you for supporting a space where Black thought, Black leadership, and Black truth-telling still matter.